What is going on today? Daniel here, Mr. Cuervo Racing. Today I want to show you something to try and avoid in aftermarket A-arms. So we have a bike here with the extended A-arms. These are a pretty common design. These are unbranded. I'm not going to say what they are, but we're talking more about design than the actual brand of the arm itself. So there's a few different issues with this particular A-arm set. We're going to compare to just stock factory A-arms, what you see here. So, two issues with this style A-arm. One stands out right away is this upper A-arm does not match this lower A-arm because this upper joint is way too far out. It does align, it does function, but in design that is way too far out. That is going to be your weak and stress point there. So besides that, something that most people won't know or see is this upper A-arm is adjustable on both ends, so you can get camber and caster adjustment. By extending or retracting these heim joints. The issue is in that design, in doing so, the upper A-arm no longer has a cross brace going across there. It does have spacers here for this bolt, so you can torque that bolt, but that A-arm is no longer triangulated. It's no longer boxed in like the factory one. So where that becomes an issue is it becomes a weakness in the A-arm. So sitting here, if I push on this A-arm, say, okay, that seems pretty solid. But if you apply force going backwards or other stresses from the spindle, watch what happens when I twist on this A-arm. So there's a huge amount of movement there, which when you have movement, then the suspension is not, when you have unwanted movement, that suspension is doing things that you don't see or expect it to do. But that also leads to joint failure or the heims coming loose. So then you have to Loctite them in place, and it's also putting additional stress on this bolt that runs across here. So this whole setup, that's moving all around unnecessarily, causing problems, causing wear, causing poor ride quality. So if you go over to a stock arm and try to do the same thing, or one that's triangulated, it doesn't. There's the only movement you'll ever get on it is if you're able to stress or bow this material of the A-arm. So I see this design layout in some of the aftermarket long travel type setup, and it's really poor design. So try to stay away from that layout. Go with the arm that's triangulated. So same thing applies with some of the drag race stuff. The lower A-arm will only have a single tab bolt on each side, and that lower not connected or not having individual bolts where it's captured, and that leads to flex in that A-arm assembly as well. So that's what I got today. I know I haven't done a video in a while, but I want to showcase some of these design flaws that I see over and over, and some of the stuff I run into. So thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you in the next one.